Hi everyone, Dan here, owner of The Comforted Kitty. Today we're tackling a topic that every cat parent eventually asks. How often should I trim my cat's nails? This is one of those tasks that can seem intimidating at first and maybe not exactly your favorite part of cat parenthood, but keeping up with nail trims is an important part of your kitty's health and comfort. So in this video, we're going to break it all down. How often you should trim your cat's nails, why it's so important, special cases where you might trim more or less often, why declawing is not the answer, and finally, my favorite tips and tricks to make nail trims smoother for both you and your cat. So let's dive in. Generally speaking, most cats do well with a trim every 2 to 4 weeks. That said, this isn't a hard and fast rule. Some cats have nails that grow faster and might need a trim every 10 days. Others, especially if they're active scratchers or spend time outside, may naturally wear their claws down and need less frequent trimming. It's all about getting to know your cat's growth rate and finding a routine that works. So, why go through all of this trouble? Overgrown nails can actually cause pain for your cat. When nails get too long, they don't retract properly, and in extreme cases, can curl into the paw pads. That's not just uncomfortable, it can lead to infection and long-term mobility issues. On the human side, trimming nails also means fewer scratches for you, your furniture, and other pets. Shorter, duller nails make playtime safer and save your sofa from becoming a scratching post. Not every cat is the same. Here are a few cases where you might adjust your trimming schedule. Senior cats. Older cats tend to be less active and don't wear their claws down as much. They may need more frequent trims. Outdoor cats. If your cat spends lots of time outside, you may not need to trim as often. In fact, you might even skip trims entirely to make sure they can climb and defend themselves if needed. Feisty or anxious cats. If trimming all their nails in one sitting is impossible, do just a few claws at a time, more often to make the process less stressful. Some people wonder, why not just declaw my cat and be done with it? Well, here's the thing. Declawing is not just a fancy nail trim. It's actually a surgical procedure that removes the first bone in each of your cat's toes. It's painful, has a long recovery, and can lead to lifelong problems like pain, behavioral issues, and even aggression. In many places, declawing is now illegal unless it's medically necessary. So the better and kinder option is regular trimming and providing scratching posts to satisfy your cat's natural instincts. Okay, so how do you actually make nail trimming easier? Here are my top tips. Start young. Get your kitten used to nail trims early so it becomes routine. Keep it positive. Avoid scolding, use treats, praise, and gentle petting instead to build a good association. Create a calm environment. Pick a quiet room, away from the kids, pets, and distractions. Let them explore the tools. Let your cat sniff and see the clippers before you start. You can even click them a few times away from the paw so they get used to the sound. Find the right tool for you. Try different styles, scissor clippers, guillotine clippers, or even grinders to see what works best for you and your cat. Mind the quick. The quick is the pink part of the nail with blood vessels inside. Cut too close and you'll cause pain and bleeding. Trim just a sharp tip if you're unsure and work closer as you gain confidence. Keep styptic powder. Mistakes do happen. Having styptic powder or cornstarch nearby helps stop bleeding fast if you nick the quick. Let's tackle some of the most common questions I hear. What happens if I never trim? Overgrown nails can cause pain, mobility issues, and even arthritis over time. Do vets recommend nail trims? Well, yes, they do. Most vets recommend regular trims, unless your cat is outdoors and needs sharp claws for survival. Can my vet or groomer do it for me? Well, absolutely. Most vets and even some pet stores will trim your cat's nails for a small fee if you'd rather not do it yourself. Why does my cat hate nail trims? Cats have very sensitive feet and often dislike being restrained. Patience and positive reinforcement go a long way here. Should I trim before going on vacation? Yeah, it's a great idea. Not only does it make life easier for your sitter, but it also gives you one last chance to check your cat's paws for any issues before you leave. So, there you have it. Everything you need to know about how often to trim your cat's nails, why it matters, and how to make it less stressful for you both. Remember, it gets easier with practice, and the benefits for your cat's health and happiness are well worth it. And if you're planning a trip soon and need someone to care for your cat while you're away, that's exactly what we do at The Comforted Kitty. We offer drop-in visits, overnight stays, and even live-in house sitting, so you can travel with peace of mind knowing your kitty is cared for. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments, How often do you trim your cat's nails, and do you have any tips that work for you? See you next time.